you can achieve. Good morning to the lovely people of Liberia, wherever you are following us from, via Facebook, following our radio at 104.1. This is Good Morning Liberia on Voice of Liberia. My name is Chris Williams Joshua, and I'm seated with one of Voice of Liberia biggest talk show host this morning. Madam, how are you?
I'm okay. I would like to say good morning to the peace and loving people of Nigeria. Good morning to our followers in the diaspora. And good morning, Liberia.
Okay, so this morning we would like to go to training issue, but I don't think we really have much. But yesterday, only one issue was training. So Samara will start on that, and I'll just squeeze in some things after all. But yesterday, something big happened, and Samara will talk about it. But I was there, so I will have to add my voice to better describe.
Okay, so yesterday was the official launch of the Coalition for Democratic Change campaign. And it was the official launch yesterday.
Okay, so I think we need to check this mic. Sammy mic is kind of low. We need to check it. Okay, go ahead, go ahead. I will.
Okay,
Okay,
so
calm down.
yesterday was the official launch of the Coalition for Democratic Change campaign, and it was held at the Athlete Tottenham Stadium, where you had Sedition pulled out in their numbers yesterday, and they made the country blue yesterday because even yesterday morning before coming on Good Morning Liberia, like I said, people at 7, as early as 7 in the morning, people were already in the streets. You couldn't even get keke from Ganda's field sad. Yesterday, the seditions they turned up high at the Antoinette Stadium, and we all saw that it was okay yesterday, and that's just it.
Okay, Samira, yesterday. Oh, I missed you. You know, we usually present these things together, but my feeder was there yesterday. The field was packed to the extent that we could not even stand to even hold the mic to talk and anchor the OB yesterday. It was so crazy to the extent that people pushing people and everybody just doing their own thing yesterday. Even when the president was giving his speech, guess what? The citizens did not even have time for what he was saying. All they care for is that they were seeing him. They were not even hearing him, but they were jubilating. They were jubilating. They were celebrating. When the rain started falling, I told the radio director that I think the people will leave the rain. Guess what, Samra? Those people stood in the rain with their phone, everything they had on, and they were sitting in the rain. Especially they were in the rain when President we are walking somewhere. When you see celebration yesterday, as a journalist, I look at the group and the anticipation, the view on their face. Say, "Child, Liberians, when they are in love, they are in love. There is nothing that can change their mind." They were so passionate yesterday. I just described what I saw yesterday as unconditional love. Citizens are loyal to citizens. Let's just be friends. They are loyal to their sin and willing to break their life to stay on the rain. Samurai, they play war cold. But those people were standing when they sitting on our carpet, it's soaking wet. They did not take a step from where they were. And our producers, they did well yesterday. In the light of Patricia and Abraham, they really did well yesterday. Making sure that even that we were putting, they were protecting our OB equipment. I'm very proud of the team we have here. If this team continue the work they are doing, Voice of Liberia will carry a war pretty soon because they were so committed. You could see the passion. Passion looking for clothes. He have to turn his back to the ring, protecting the equipment with his back.
Mm,
That's the sacrifices he made yesterday.
mm.
And Denti all on the ring trying to look at the pool. So these are the things just for us to be able to serve the public. These are the sacrifices those guys made out there yesterday. Our phones got wet going live. So I'm just happy that we were able to conquer all of that out and we make that program successful yesterday. So I want to take this time to appreciate the team we have this morning. So Samara, for my own training issue, I just have a few things I would like to talk about. The same. the House of Representatives grant tax waiver to Bonnie Enterprise. Can you imagine? You know the story we talked about from Pwaka Sheriff Company the last time?
mhm,
Bonnie Enterprise?
mhm,
They are agreed to grant them tax waiver. Okay, for their petroleum. You know, it's a Liberian owned company, so they will have some discounts and when it comes to taxes. They say Liberia presidential candidate Kumi business experience is unwaived, but it's not enough to win election. I don't know. We can critically say that we have watched where business people become president and the country transition to a better one. So I think this is just a boost to Alexander Kumi presidency if he officially wins the election. But being a businessman and creeping to the political scenes is a welcoming one. I don't want to discourage him. Anything can happen. Liberians can change their mind. Like I always tell people, proud doesn't mean you have won election. I don't know how you look at that, Samira, but you can have, Bronsky, the late Bronsky put up the huge crowd in this country, this current election, but he did not win
mhm.
the presidential election, but he did not win. So you can put up all the crowds and me, you can win, but Alexander Kumi still have hope. And all the people in the whole election, the candidates, the stand-up bearers, they still have hope. They can keep pushing and they can win this election. They say Liberia erosion, victim express frustration with Senator Sherman doing campaign visit. Wow, I think Samara was talking about these things. I don't know if you better know the story. I have not been following, so I don't know if you can elaborate a little bit.
Yeah, so it was on September 1st, the in Green Cape Mount County, the Crew Town community, to be specific, they had a sea erosion there, and the victims, they are currently lodging at the Robertsport City Hall. There where they are, and they are there. Why? The the county senator, the National Disaster Agency, they are trying to put things in order. The mayor too of the county. Yesterday, I played the mayor voice. I played a victim voice, and I also played the voice of Honorable Fanny Sherman. That's the senator of Green Cape Mount County. I played the three voices yesterday. If you were listening to this radio station, and yesterday I said, "Why am I?" Where my thinking from was Fanny Sherman was denied entry within the rapper's port City Hall. He went there, but then the victims they denied him. And currently, you have baby mothers, you have pregnant women. They are now lodging within the rapper's port City Hall, which is somehow dangerous for them because
Very dangerous.
looking at the mosquitoes, looking at pregnant women in that kind of condition and lying in that city hall is not good at all. So the mayor said that they allocated mosquito nets for them and they managed to put it over them in the city hall where they are sleeping now, just to be there in the meantime. But as we speak, they have their cook pots,
Can you
they have
imagine?
their
Can you imagine?
pots, they have everything with
So
them
they
in
are,
that
they're
city hall.
living there.
Exactly, because they don't have anywhere to go. They don't have shelter anymore. The sea erosion, it brought all their things down within their horses, even their mattresses. They were kind of complaining about it. And the victim said that they don't need food. What they need is shelter. So
Of course.
the mayor said that he went to a school campus in Great Mount County, Crutown community, and he looked at 4 rooms for them to be managing it, but then the victim said that they went there and the window, there's no curtain, no window there, no electricity, no door and everything. So they are now calling on the National Disaster Agency to be able to intervene and also be able to help them. But then Fanny Sherman went there and he wanted to enter the hall and he was denied entry. And I played the clip here. He said, it's not like since the incident happened, he had not been trying for the people of Green Cape Mount County. He had been trying. He even sent a message to the Liberia National Disaster Agency. And he also sent a message to, that is the chairman for one of these committees to be able to talk to them. In proving that he actually sent the message, he wanted to convince the citizens as it should be, and he looked at his phone, trying to open his phone to see as to if he can get the message. But the worst part of it is that he left looking for the message till live video ended.
Can you
He couldn't
imagine that
he couldn't
embarrassment?
yes, he couldn't find the message with he had two phones. He checked the first phone, he checked the second phone. Where he was standing, they relocated him. He went near a house trying to see as to if he can find the message, but he checked his phone upside down. He couldn't see the message. I mean,
His time
so
has come, you know.
yeah, so the question here is he actually sent the message or that, or he was just trying to convince people. Nobody knows as to if
And the father
he
is Amara, I'm really happy that you following up that you said, and you know, these are what some of the investigative journalists do. Thank you very much. But you know what's saddening me? Those people used to look at that man as their demigod.
their godfather, and let me just tell you, even under the live video, even people from Cape Mount County that I can somehow communicate with, he said and happy, you know what they always say, they always, you know, throwing all kinds of words to Fanny Shem and telling him that his time is over
Yeah,
because
Kokodioko.
because he has served the people and they are not seeing anything from their county. So his time is over. It's time for him to imagine your county capital city, the city hall. You are still not entering as a senator. You know what
Because
it
if you're
shows?
not paying attention to the people need, you remember when we were on a county tour with President we I think some 2 years back,
Mm,
I went there and Fanny Sherman were also embarrassed again
mhm.
because the people were telling President we had that some people the elected have failed them massively and our country has been rejected. You see, these are the things that we do to our own people, and when they turn our back, the people say Liberians are ungrateful. Why do you think Liberians turn up in their numbers, like I was saying yesterday, to support President Weah? It's not because of the people around him. We're talking about the people around him that scratch him and help the people. There are just few. In the like of Honorable Kochi, Mangio, there are just few people that help of Inapono. There are few that help Liberians. But box of the appointees, governor appointees, some are embarrassment to the president.
And you talk about it
They
yesterday.
were passing yesterday with their car, some people walking their car empty.
Empty. I
They
saw it.
carrying it.
I saw it. We were standing right on the road there because VOL is right on capital bypass and right on the road. We were standing. We saw people passing with their empty
The
cars.
president really need
Empty
to look at
cars. And they saw people
these things.
walking.
So the people around him, most of them not in the people interest.
You can't even help.
Yeah,
It's somehow bad. And
not in the people interest.
since we are still on trending issue, I would like to announce to the public that tomorrow the Voice of Liberia branch in Kakata will be officially opening to the public. And the branch in Mahagibi County, Kakata City, to be specific, the telecom community, we will officially open that branch tomorrow. Which, of course, myself, I'm going to be on the scene to be able to get information to bring to you on Monday morning. It's going to be a good one. So it's just to remind you all that tomorrow, Voice of Liberia 89.7 in Makibi County, Kakata City, in the telecom community will be officially opening to the public. So people are invited. We will speak with Honorable Natalia Faloma. He's actually the speaker of the program tomorrow. He will be there to speak to the Liberian people. And afterwards, we will have an interview with him within the studio to ask him as per his political arrangements and everything within Markibi County. And we'll also have open air to the people of Markibi and even across Markibi. So everyone, tomorrow is a big day for Voice of Liberia as we'll be officially opening one of Voice of Liberia branches in Markibi County, Kakata City. And I would just like to say this because, we always say it, we said it in Kakata the last time we went there. And I would like to applaud the CEO again in person of Sekou Sharif. He's actually doing well for the Liberian
Of
people
course.
because he's creating platform in which that information will be disseminated to the public. It's actually good. It's not just that, but it's also creating jobs for many Liberians because I'm here now, I'm working and I'm getting paid. It's because of him. I'm able to feed my family and I'm able to take care of some basic needs. These are the things that we expect from Liberians. You just don't go into politics. I'm not saying go into politics is bad, because politicians, they will be the ones to make laws for our country, but also try to invest so that the citizens can benefit from you. Now you have people benefiting from Sekou Sharif as young as he is.
And even Buaka Sharif for the
Yeah,
body enterprise.
yeah. So
These
as
are the things we want.
yes, as young as he is, people are already benefiting from him. From him, I mean, these are some of the things we like to see. I'm so sorry if my voice is kind of,
Let you down with poor, eh?
exactly very. I'm actually
Okay.
on treatment these two.
It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay.
So it's something that we should applaud him for and tell him thank you. At his age, he's giving out jobs to many Liberians across the country. Because just look at it, the branch that will be opened within Kakata there, you have people working for him. I mean, and they will be paid, and they will be able to take care of their families. So, Sekou Sharif, would like to say thanks for your impact within Liberia. We are
Thank
all
you.
seeing it. We are all seeing the great work you are doing. So, people, tomorrow we are going to be officially opening Voice of Liberia 89.7 branch in Kakata city, that is telecom community. You all are welcome. You can come. We'll have open air. You can come. We'll have an interview with Honorable Nathaniel Fallo McGill. He's the speaker for tomorrow program. So see you all tomorrow at Kakata.
Okay. And just to add up, thank you, CEO, but also we should take note that what grow an institution is a good team. If you have a team that supports you, love you, and care for you, that team should always stick together. So I'm sure that CEO Sekou Sherry have a very good working team, and
Yes,
that's what is pushing him to where he
good.
is.
Like
Okay.
the work of Famata Tonkin. She's somebody that feel I can rely on. Even the
And the
manager,
manager, Danton
Darlington.
Popa, and
Yes,
secret are there, always making sure that the station is
exactly.
on
These are
our
people
technical
that.
team.
Mhm.
So this morning we can just sit every time and don't talk about these people. These people are the brain behind this institution. So thank you very much. So Samra, I don't know if I should take our guest names for today or you can take it for Nasa.
You go ahead with the casting.
Okay, for our first guest today, we will be having Chairman Solo, as he usually call from District Number 6. He will be here to tell us why he want to be a representative for that district. And we also have Joseph, who is a young philanthropist, and we talked about him being here yesterday. He have an organization that propagate peace messages across the country. He will be here this morning as well to tell us more about why we should maintain our peace. And on our second segment, we'll have Honorable Thomas Ojuku, father from District Number 12, who's also contesting, and he will be here to tell us more about why he should be elected and who he's supporting in this election as for the presidential candidate. So that's what we have for our talking points. So we'll just take a short break. Our guests are already in us, and I'll bring you our guest for today.
Government to hold on to power, and it's our responsibility to make sure they don't steal this election from us. All indication have shown that yes, there is intention to purposefully steal this election from the opposition bloc, and we take it very seriously. I particularly also take it very seriously. And so I want to thank you once again, madam, for organizing this. Thank you for coming to the diverse politics. Nice to have another woman here trying to fight a good fight. Under the leadership of Joselina Boakai, and the entire rescue mission, we are fighting to make sure our votes are protected because we know we have the highest stake in this activity called election. And so we're working very hard, rescue mission, to make sure that this government does not steal the election. And we'll do everything within our power, and we'll join forces with whoever we join forces with to make sure that our democracy is protected in the hands of the thieves of democracy.
Okay, that was the voice of Medira Cooper from the former ruling party, Unity Party, making her own contribution on this program this morning. Our guest is already in studio. Let's see if we can go over to him first and for him to better introduce himself. Like I told you, it's commonly called Chairman Solo. from district number 6. So, Chairman, how are you?
Okay, thank you. Okay.
So, can you better introduce yourself and how is district number 6?
Thank you very much. This morning, I was coming. The rain feels severely, but thank God I'm okay. And by the way of introduction, I'm Burabo Esolo, a representative candidate, certificated by the National Election Commission. I live in the six. I send my felicitation to the people of the Zone 6.
Okay. Chairman, how are you? How is the district?
Oh, okay, this rate is occurring. District is okay. There are 16 candidates in the district, including myself.
Okay, so one would like to know why you decided to run for the seat of representative in district number 6.
Okay, by the way, again, I said, by the way, I'm Honorable Rawa Esodo, the purpose for which I decided to run as representative for District number 6. The current lawmakers don't have the interest of the people, they don't care for the people, they don't visit the people in the districts. This is why my community dweller, I was a former national disaster chairman for GSA Rural Community. Also, after that, I left. I went Tinker Village. I became the youth chairman for Tinker Village Community. Currently, I am the chairman of Kapu Village Girls Zone Community. And the people came together and said, Honorable Solo, you need to rise up so that you run against the current lawmaker because he's a failure. And this is why the people endorsed me last year, the 18th of December. And I'm so much happy.
Okay. Chairman, the fact that you are here today, someone listening will want to know what are some of the work you've been doing in district number 6?
Okay, by the way, again, I'm Rabo Solo. I've been living in the six for the past 10 years plus. I provided financial aid to more than three schools in District number 6. I advocated for bridges and road construction in District number 6, and so on and so forth.
So you only deal with roads and advocated for bridges. So have you been able to carry out any human development capacity development?
Oh, yeah. I shall say, I provided financial scholarship to the people of the 6. Schools are in John Marcos School 16, in Cooper Farm, and Christian Faith, a GSA Rural Community, Grace Temanako, the Tinker Village Community.
Okay, for how many persons?
Okay. Since 2019, every year I provided 30 scholarships to each of the school.
Mm.
The owner of the institution called Injomanko is Collins Buma, and the proprietor for Grace Temanako is Pastor Sendua, and for Christian Faith is Alfred Pan. Every year I provided 30 financial aid.
Okay, so I stand to be corrected, but let me take you back. You said that the current lawmaker of district number 6, you said that the people said that they don't want him anymore. But I can see that, when you live around that area, you will see that where the Samuel Enders, that's his name. Samuel Enders, he have been loved by the people of District Number 6. And even these 2 days, he have been carrying on campaign activities there. With on the social media, you see that most though you don't really depend on the crowd. But the crowd somehow matters because you look at that crowd and know who are those people that will vote for you. Though you have other political parties, people within that crowd. But you see that Samuel Enders have been pulling out the people, and you are saying that the people are saying that they don't want Samuel Innes. And also when it comes to the development of District Number 6, under Samuel Innes platform, he's talking about health, he's talking about education, which he's helping majority of the people in District Number 6 when it comes to education. So why are you saying that the people are saying that they don't want Samuel Innes?
Okay, thank you very much. This is says very much sorry. The says, think that he was a good person. After he won the district 2018, he said he went on air on Cool FM that the people of the says I mean not no reverend. You push now coming reverend. They make this mistakes to fix side. The laws relevant in him. And also he don't visit the people in the district, in the communities.
Mm.
When you talk about facing, are you talking
Mm.
about district meeting, district setting, or what are you talking about?
Since he took over as representative and he only visit or was visit sitting only 3 times. He don't make a regular visitation in the communities. So we go out to community, we don't know where in us.
So these are some of the reasons you want to be the next lawmaker. If you are elected the next lawmaker, will you visit the people regularly?
Oh, this is why the people been electing me as a youth chairman, as a chairman for various communities, because I have the pedigree, I have the propensity. This is why my people in this mistake system is so solo, you can make it. The people rally around, they collected money for me, to print t-shirts for me, they print flags for me, and they register me to go against the current lawmaker, and to see failure.
Okay, so usually I see you around when the road of Gapu village is down. I've passed on the road like 1 or 2 times. I see you and your team working. Where do you get that motivation to always want to serve the people from that direction?
The reason, by the way, again, I'm Honorable Robert Solo. I live in the community for more than 10 years, and the youth love me. Entire youth. Just recent time, this gone week, the current lawmaker passed in the same community and gave money to the children in 2020 at US. The children kill him and say, oh, but honorable, one man passed, I what it means. He said, well, you know, but the men are failure. The children printed and flyers for me. The same money that he gave the children and gave it to me. He said, honorable, print your flyer. Because we were getting our way, and the men are being black. And the word being black means jump. Bring the money, let eat
So you're saying that the youth are on your team.
it.
So what were you, Samara, you want to go ahead or I should just
Just
listen this one?
continue with the question.
Okay. What will you do for the people of district number 6 if eventually they elect you?
Okay. By the way, if I have been elected as a representative to succeed the deceive failure, number one, I'm going to bring unity. Unity is much important before you carry on your project or your development.
So you're saying that district number 6 is not united?
Oh, sure. If you go to think of village community, go to Arrow 2 community, you go to most of the two communities into the six, you will see that the children six don't know their own lawmaker, and they don't know their own lawmaker. Now in Think of this community, the current chairman, Mr. Tomon Black, you can't see face to face the current lawmaker face because they are disarranged. If you go to GSA Road community, disarranged. They are not in good terms. This is why hardly carry on development in Tinker Village, also in Jersey Road, and also most of the communities. That's why people see as a disease failure. That's why you call in Diamble. The word Diamble means jump.
So
Bring
the,
the money that eat
so the first thing is to bring unity.
like the
Yes,
unity.
we are listening to you because we want to know your platform. I think you are somehow prepared before going to the house.
Oh, yes, sure.
And so we would like to know your platform. What are some of those things that you do for the people of District Law 6? And
You
what are
say
some
you will
of
bring
those
unity.
laws that you will be able to pass or impact within the house?
Okay. Number one is unity.
Mhm.
Number two, there should be no volunteer teacher in public institution.
Oh, volunteer teacher.
Along the man had a pedigree, he's qualified, he had a competency, the man had AA degree or the man had BSc. The man should not be working in government institution or government school. Then they say man is on 10 month probation, 20-year probation, and the man is not on salary, and the man has a family. Then the government say man should be a volunteer teacher. If I win as a lawmaker, continue number 6, I will lobby with my colleague that there should be no volunteer teacher so that we'll have and qualify and we'll have a quality education for Liberian people. If you go Africa, where I live for several years in Africa, and along you are qualified teacher, government give you housing facility and you are there, helping your people. But in Liberia, they say you are going there teacher, for 10 years, 15 years. And I taught to Fata public school. Currently, I'm teaching to Fata public school. Since 4 years, I'm not on pay. I'm not on pay. However, The school closed down because the facility of that building is for one woman, and the woman came and demolished the place.
Mm. So that is all a platform. That is all that is on a platform. The unity
Yeah.
and there should be no volunteer teacher. That is what that is
No,
on a
no, no, no,
platform.
no, no, no. They
Yeah,
will have,
yeah. I said that we want to know your
okay.
platform.
And number three, we have student scholarship.
Okay.
Student scholarship had to do, I'm now working.
Mhm.
Do you know every year I give financial aid? If I'm opportune to work, I will mobilize and advocate for more scholarship so that our youth, our children should be well educated in Liberia.
So, Chairman Solo, let's see now. Who is your lead contender right now in the district? You say you have the district under control. The youth love you. They want to support you. So let's see. Who do you consider your lead rival? Is it Wuki Dolo, Samuel Inna, or who do you think will really cause a serious
Kotolo, you have
problem?
Kotolo there too from under CDC.
Yeah. Tell us who you
Oh,
think is your lead contender.
and by the way, again, I'm Mr. Solo. When you going to vote, vote number 12. And number 12 is very important in life. My lead contender now, I'm the head of the district, currently as I speak. My lead contender, when I go to Kenya High School, Wiki Duro is doing well. Let's be frank. The little girl, I don't see her before, I don't know her. If you go to VOA Bakonstan, where I live for years, if you go to GSA Road, when you go to SD Cooper Road, I see Wiki Duro's hand pumps construction.
She doing well, right?
So she's doing well, but she will not win the district because the district people know me.
If
I
she's
live
doing
the
well,
corner.
why can't you support her and see if maybe the next time then she support you?
Maybe her platform and my platform is not coming to rate. So she need to come to me so that we'll talk and tete to
Okay,
tete, so that her platform and my platform to be
So
the same.
so she's their
okay,
main contender.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
But I
So
don't count the current lawmaker because the current lawmaker is a failure.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
Woki is your lead contender.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What
uh,
about to us women? We put in politics.
I heard you talking about Tigers Village. Since we started this discussion, is just Tigers Village or Aratu. You may mention GSA Row once, but let's get this straight that District 6 is a very big district. So since this campaign started, how many communities in District 6 have you visited? Because it's a very large community.
Thank you very much. We have 150%
Mhm.
authorities, and we have visited 52 communities.
Your team have
Oh yeah,
150 auxiliaries.
yeah, 150 auxiliaries in the 52 communities.
Wow.
If you go GSA Road, we have our team there. If you go Arrow to VOA, Palmerston, Nangbistan, we have auxiliaries. And our auxiliaries are posted every day. They are working. I don't have money, but the people love me. First of all, solo, you need to contest against the failure. Take the men from there. Go now, carry your microphone to GSA. You carry your microphone to GS6. Ask the people who you're carrying. You say, either Rabo Solo or Wiki Juno.
So
The two options now.
you're going as an independent candidate?
No, 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 no. I'm going on a party ticket, Liberia First Movement, and Liberia First Movement is headed by Honorable Sheikh Kuyate. Sheikh Kuyate is in the race. He is our next president for Liberia.
Oh,
Shekuyate.
Yeah,
So what is your party bringing to the table right now?
very much. And my stand up better on the Sheikh Kuyate in talking about unity, unity, in talking about agriculture and so on. In talking about security.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you only talk about unity and security, and you show
yeah,
that he
for
will
sure.
win this election. So
Sure.
what are some of the things you're doing that will make your skin up error and you win this election? I keep asking that question because I'm getting what I want to get.
Yeah, Honorable Sheikh Kuyate been engaging the people in Liberia. He went to Grand Jide County. Jolly Contown, went to the six, went to various counties in Liberia, and Sheikh Kuyate is a businessman. Sheikh Kuyate been helping people with scholarship. And Sheikh Kuyate contested 2020 again, April down the long. Check
as
right.
senator.
Yes,
He lost.
yeah, he
Then
was.
he come this to contest
Oh, oh,
to
oh,
contest as a president.
yes, because the Liberian people love him. That's why I say when people are
The
loving
Liberian
people.
people laughing why he never won the senatorial election. Do you think that if he can't win a
Of
senatorial
this state of the
election,
country, he will
then he's
win.
going to win
Oh,
a presidential election?
oh yeah, the reason is that on April that they don't contest several times, he lose the election. But because of the political parties that involved,
Yeah, but
this is why
Abraham
he won.
Darrell did not contest for senator and he lost the election and then he go to contest as president.
Oh yeah, every Liberian have the opportunity, have the freedom to associate and disassociate.
So what are some of the
Only
tangibles Sheikh
oh,
has
okay, check
on the table?
have offered financial scholarship. He has offered scholarship to the youth in Liberia. Check have a business called South African organization
Where?
at Broad Street.
Mm.
What are
Broad
the business to like? What do you people do there?
oh, they sell goods such as clothes and so on and so forth.
So it's only the scholarship and the business.
Yeah, they may empower people. They give people jobs.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
people jobs.
Oh, okay, I see. So that's just it. Oh, what Chris is over to you.
Yeah, we were just start about 15 about 8:15 we take course. Then about 8:30 we call it and bring in our second guest, the peace guy. The guy that's supposed to be talking about maintaining our peace. I don't know how you look at it,
So
but
yeah, so I
yeah,
knew I had a question for
yeah.
Chairman Solo.
Yeah.
So
The people chairman,
uh
loving chairman of the States, the next lawmaker for the States.
so what made you so sure that you win that district?
Yeah.
We've been seeing what somebody else happened to me.
The
Oh.
people coming to me, Mr. Solo, they did this in your hand, whole 10, whole 200, whole 50 that you
So they are the ones
giving me.
supporting your campaign base.
They are those people that supporting me in my campaign day. Go
So
every
they
district.
they are the
They come in.
ones. The people are the ones supporting you.
Yes.
Wow.
Printing my flyers, printing my t-shirts. And the people in this says, go to VOA, Bomastan, where I live for years, Bomastan community.
So they are the ones
Sime Hill,
supporting you. Wow.
Sime Hill community, where I was
That is
sitting
something that is touching, Samra, to
Mm.
see. They did it for Abraham Towers alone here during the senatorial election. They did it for George We are in the past. So Liberians' minds are changing when it comes to politics. You usually see us voting for rights and other things before, but now, like Chairman Solo is saying, in his district, the people are the ones supporting him. His lead contender
Oh,
is Woki
Oh
Dolo.
yeah.
okay.
God above is Wiki Dolo.
Mm.
But I will defeat her. Yeah, because I'm a man.
Because you are a man. So
Yeah,
talking
I'm a
about
head.
gender or say yeah,
Yeah.
right? I mean, you are a man. And since station number 6 was established, there have been no female representative. So why can't you? Why don't you think that Woki should be the one and going for that seat? You are here saying that you are a man.
Okay, Wiki Dolo, she's my small sister. We got her on Wednesday. She's small, so she don't know about politicking, and she don't know.
Politics does it comes with
Yeah,
the age.
yeah, and she don't understand legislative engagement,
Mm.
So let me go there to educate her on the same.
Hmm.
Yeah,
You are saying that Woki to her, she okay. That's
yeah.
anyway. That's your own point there. But I would like to know because we have the ruling party. We have their candidate in district number 6, a person of Kotolo. And CDC, they officially launched their campaign yesterday. And we always saw the turn up. Once it comes to CDC, you always see people in the streets. They are known for putting up crowds. And they have Kotolo there too. And he's a candidate, he's under the coalition for democratic change. How do you see it? Do you think that the people are going to vote for Kotolo? Because Josh Manuel have been preaching vote one, vote all. And we all know that people of Liberia love Josh Manuel. And some of them, they will go by vote one, vote all. But what do you make of that?
Okay, first of all, the says don't know who is contesting on CCTK.
Kotolo picture is all around.
When you see the deceased figure of Eno's photo is with President George Weah. If you see Rachel Singbe, the photo is with George Weah, President George Weah. If you see Arthur Gotoro, the photo is with President George Weah. So we don't know who is contesting on the particular party ticket.
I heard that it's Kotolo.
Okay, but because our guy, the Rachel Singbe, is also the hand that President George Weah put in him up. And
Okay.
nobody know him. Rachel Singbe, nobody know him. Nobody know him. When I pass anywhere, Oh, and when your parents, no, we don't want to vote for you because we voted for Mr. Solo. So no, so nobody know which is simply.
So it's your first year into election.
Yeah, my first year to actually I contested 2017.
Okay.
Yes, but the DJ people say no, wait. At that time, the current lawmaker say you get free school, you get the one, you get free clinic. He lied to the people. He deceived the people. So now the people say, but we will now vote for the state failure. We will now vote someone who don't have the appreciation. So for that reason, we will bring your money and we'll eat your money. So as a result, they call it and Blair. And the word and Blair came from a crown war meaning bring your money, let eat it.
Okay, so that's it. We are here, people. We are here with one of the candidates who's contesting for the seat of representative in District Number 6. His name is
Bravo, Sulu.
Robert Solo. We are here. I think it's time that we interact with him because we have another guest who's supposed to come and talk. But it's over to Chris.
Okay, Samira, let's announce the number.
So for those of you listening to us through Radio Land, you can call us on 07709079070880907. Our orange subscribers, you call us on 07709079007. For our Lone Star subscribers, you call us on 08809079007. Ask Solo here in studio. Any question you want to ask him, and he will answer you. And also those who follow us via Facebook would like to say drop a comment and it will be read out at the end of this discussion. And also invite a friend to participate, share the live video if you are watching. Okay. You have this. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Your name and where do you join us from?
Jeremiah Caliper, for you from the peaceful community of Rehab, where the
Re-
president resides.
Rehab.
Yeah, he has a rehab.
That's District 6. It's part of District. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, firstly, I want to appreciate the citizens this morning
Mm.
for the analysis. But sometimes he leaves everything from things that he makes mention of.
Okay.
Because you have to know your opponent first before you go into a war with
Mm.
them.
Mm.
Not knowing exactly you take the person the actual candidate that is on the PDP.
Okay.
That's a serious danger for him. We not know what he has to do into all this seriously because
Make your
right
point. Don't attack your
Your
question. Call
question,
back.
just ask your
Good
question.
morning. Good morning. Yeah, you have to be audible, please. Samira, I think this person is not audible enough. We still take the call, right? Take this one. Okay, we lost that person. Ask your question. This morning, call us on 07709079007 0800907 Call us this morning and ask the Honorable Mayor in studio about his platform and why he should be elected. Comes October 10 as representative for District Number 6, as now he considered Woki Duro as his lead contender.
Oh, sure.
And he said that the uh, the current representative is a failure too. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, so go ahead. You are live. Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Conan Koshar calling from Agibis.
Go ahead, Conan. Go
Yeah,
ahead. You are live. Yeah.
I would like I would like to firstly comment the there's a studio there.
Mhm.
My question so is this what are the yeah. So what are some of the sensible things that you have in your district or what are some of the problems that you have to solve that the citizen is trying to say oh we get elected?
You getting the question right? Okay, thank you. Okay, we're still taking call, yeah. But exactly, we get a few more minutes to call your day for this segment. Let's pick this one. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from? Okay, we lost that person. Keep putting in your calls on 07709079070 0800907 907.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
You're live. Go ahead.
Yeah, firstly, let me commend you for hosting our representative. My name is Choco Kato from Tuna Village.
Go ahead.
Yeah, that encouraging young men and men, they are very good to our community and we are taking a lot of projects.
Mm.
So we need to help us more that we are doing for this district number 6.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Paul Marco calling from District 6 in Hill.
Go ahead.
Yeah, but it needs to roll in still there. Very speedy in District 6.
Yes.
Even the three major containers in District 6, we can't get it needs to roll there. We
Okay.
can't win
So,
the election.
so you
So who
see,
has the lead container for your end?
Eh?
Who has the lead container for your end?
The three major containers in District 6, you see, Samuel Eno, I don't go through the market.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
good morning.
The person left the line.
So keep putting through your calls on 077-0907-907, We have few more minutes to call it a day with Solo in studio here. Good morning. Walk away from your monitor. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
I'm okay. Your name and where do you join us from?
My name is Felicia Yankov from Timber Village.
Okay,
So the
Felicia.
previous caller I called, he just spoke my mind.
Mhm.
That particular person that is speaking in the studio, the name sounds so strange.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. And I also want to ask him what has he done for the district? The tangibles. I haven't heard it. You have been asking him. You
Yeah,
haven't
we've
said
been asking him. Okay. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
What?
Good morning.
Yeah, I am wishing clear calling from R2 this morning. Robert Solo is the face of the district. Day before yesterday, we had a meeting around the African Dream. There are a group of women there that are gearing up for Ottawa to elect overwhelmingly the chief of the district, Robert S. Solo. So I will speak all the auxiliary in the two communities of the district. They are in hard gear to ensure that Robert Solo emerges as the winner of the district election from Ottawa 10. And he's a man who is a humanitarian. He has been doing a lot for the people of this research. And we commend him for his effort. And we're giving the work for his work. And we're giving the flower while he's alive. We thank you,
Okay.
man. And we believe that you are the face of the district.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So keep calling us on 077-0907-907, And if you are following us via Facebook, please drop a comment and it'll be read at the end of the discussion. If you are just tuning in, this is Voice of Liberia 104.1. Currently, the program Good Morning Liberia with Chris Williams Joshua and Samira Online.
Okay, let's pick this last call and see. Two more calls. Good morning. Good morning. We lost that person. We just taking two more calls. Interact with Rabbit Solo. He's going to text me for district number 6. Also rather counting. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, my name is Michelle Lambden. I come from Timber Village to be special Gozon community around the hour.
Okay.
Okay, the candidate in the studio there, I've served as my community chairman for the past 4 years. November is going to make it 4 years, but then I have been raising her to run as a candidate. Now, our community is facing as youth chairman under his regime. And we had a lot of development that he undertook during his time as community chairman. In our other schools that he was teaching organization that engage scholarships to other children. So when it comes to his humanitarian support, he has done a lot, and we will be waiting to put him in here for him to carry on his foresight and lawmaking representation
Okay.
on behalf of Southern District State.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
So I think
thank you very much.
the honorable should be able to address the
Let's listen
questions
this
now.
one more, Samira.
Chris Esemela, good morning to you.
Where
Morning,
ma?
Grandma.
Don't get a man
Yeah.
hat on the man for your district.
So only about disrespect people.
No, go ahead, ask your question, but just be take on with the man. I'm picking you. I'm knowing
Oh,
you.
Chris, I just said what's it on?
I know what Baba can
Okay.
do.
When
You
I
know me,
ask,
yes, yeah, Baba can in Paris.
Grandma, feel free to ask your questions. Ask. You get
Samara, thank
you
you.
get the authority from Samira.
Okay. Let me say good morning to your studio guest. For the problem, my name is Grandma William. I join you from my district 13, resident to be precise to Bucharest. Studio guest, let me ask you this question this morning. If elected as the representative for district 6, and by the grace of God, if President Weah is elected the next president or the president to continue, the affair of Liberia, and President Weah is pushing for the free tuition aspect in this country, that it should be passed into law that the tuition should be free. What is your stand towards that? Get elected as lawmaker of district states. What is your stand for the free tuition aspect? Thank you.
That's all the time we have for call. We will go over to the honorable mayor, and Samra will be placing this question for him to address them one at a time. We don't have time, but 8:35, we take our second guest, who will be elaborating on the importance of retaining our peace. Samra, over to you.
So the first person asks us, what are some of the tangibles you have done, or what are some of the tangibles you have done in district number 6? What can the people see that they will be able to elect you?
Thank you. As I said on a previous stage, if you go to GSA Rural Community, City and Total, it's a school they call Morning Star.
Yeah, I know.
I the one that advocated for debt. And that particular road, and that's the road I was going from Morning Star, I the one that arranged the debt today. The road is there. Cars are passing there. If you go to think of village community, it's a late girl, 16-year girl, 2017, when she was working on the bridge. Oh, the state went and went between her. Today, the girl is there. Through my advocacies today, it's a bridge linking Tinker Village and linking Tinker Village goes on and some communities. My advocate today, the bridge I destroyed that bridge. I mean, boom, boom, who are working on the bridge. Today is a man called Honorable Otis Harris. Otis Harris lives in a community. When you're in Russia, I say Otis Harris, you have a shop for you. Think of it the GSA road. Please help us. So when he came from Russia, he bought debt for a house toward the people GSA road. Today, cars are passing, going from think of the GSA road community. I have done much. Go to think of the community. Most schools are giving financial aid and are
So,
helping people.
so two persons asked this question, and myself, I'm from district number 6, but your name is actually strange. That's the thing. The two persons mentioned it. The person they said that you have a very strange name in district number 6, and that they don't know you to be one of the candidates who running for the seat of representative in district number 6. And myself, I would like to ask you that same question too. You've been talking about district assist, but you keep mentioning a particular community name over and over, and you are not running for a representative for that community. You are running for the whole district. So I feel that it's just in some communities that people know you and know your work, and it's in few communities that you can do work.
Okay, if you go GSA road, the guy who called, he's a supporter of Martin Kula.
The guy who say your name is strange.
Yeah, he's a supporter of Martin
How you
Kula.
got to know?
Thank you. He lives in Nahil.
How you got to know
I
that
know
he's a
him. I know them, my friend.
No, you have plenty people from that side
No,
or
no,
that
no,
community.
no, my
So how
friend.
can a person call on the radio
Like
and
Junior Ball, I know Junior Ball. I know him well. They're my friend. He comes from Sinai. I was a natural disaster chairman for the people of GSA community from 2013 currently.
when you will be a friend and he be saying that your name is
Don't matter politics, sister. Yeah. In your own community, people don't know you. And the face of Jesus was says now is Honorable Esco.
strange?
Go and vote for
Then
12.
why are you considering Woki Dodo as your lead contender?
Thank you. The reason why God forbid, I have not win. When we don't win, which means my contender, and we keep do. I want to see also.
So you show that she will be next in line if you don't win.
Yeah. So I want to see also that Anho was talk, take the discussion. Yeah, if she had the same platform that I have.
You will support her?
No. If I had the same platform she had, she support me because I'm a big fellow, and also I had the technical
But
know-how.
you saying that she's your
So
lead contender, you
Yeah.
see her work she's doing.
Yeah.
So if you meet her, don't you think it will be putting enough since you seeing the work she's doing?
No, they won't just come in. I'm born into the
so
state.
she's
I'm
just
a
coming,
good
but she's your lead contender.
yeah, because she had the finance to
Yep.
carry on people.
She has the fan
Yeah,
arts, the Carol Big Global.
yeah,
I
to
said,
be
but
preach.
we have the fan arts
You
too.
know, I don't want to discuss about they mean that they see failure. I keep on saying, you know, the people in the district, I don't want to see it. The boy are here. We get to the community, I will tell you. The one arrow too, the boy are there. The one country where I have my family. The boy into country. So, you can bring a big girl here, heaven. You put on leg in you.
Okay, so I think
As I said,
Your party
uh,
comment, you don't have
most,
it.
most of the
we
students,
have one more question.
most of the students left after came to me. Go to the school called Injo Marcos 60. 10 students left from after during they came to me for
So Solo,
I sent them
Solo,
to Injo Marcos school.
Solo, we heard that you are just repeating it. It's why I said that district number 6 is very big, but you keep repeating one place over and over. Like,
No,
and it's just like
I
it's
have
the district you are running for.
I have my Zoroastrians. My
It's not
Zoroastrians are
a
there.
particular place.
My Zoroastrians are working.
All
My
right,
Zoroastrians are
so
working.
okay, no problem. But then Poema asks if you are elected, what is your stand towards the free tuition aspect? Because President Weah is pushing the free tuition.
As I said, providing financial scholarship,
For education.
education are
So
not
you will
working.
continue
So
pushing
so
it.
so so
Continue
you
pushing
agree with that?
I will continue pushing the
All right
agenda.
then.
And also, we should not
Your
destroy
party
a person
comment, please.
we should not destroy a person we are now to speak because we will not be elected.
Who will be elected?
Yeah. Chef Kuyate is the next person for that people.
People don't even know
Yeah.
shit.
Your party comment, please.
Okay. The
People
other one
don't even
says,
know shit.
I say, "Yo, thank you for helping me. Yo, thank you to give me money for registration. I'm solo. I'm rather solo. When you go vote number 12. Women walking in the district like me.
Okay,
Yo, vote number 12. I'm taking you.
thank you.
I'm solo. You now vote for the deceased failure. You lie to you. Vote for me. Yo, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was Representative candidate for district number 6, Maserado County, in person of Robert Solo. He was on our radio this morning. For our second guest, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll bring you a very permanent and young person who is making her way when it comes to maintaining our peace in our country. So let's take this break and be right back.
So I don't expect everybody to do this. But I feel things somebody in your life two things. But one of the major things that everybody knows, whether you want to bring outside, it came from the humble background. Sometimes when you talk about history, Zimbabwe, the garage. He said, I'm so bored. I want the garage to find bottles, take them from level 10 into the Gibraltar and sit down there. Now, we explain the story that happened to myself. But one thing that happens to people, after all the days of woman and done, one thing that touched my heart, and I always tell people, when I travel out, if somebody came to educate you, be grateful. Because that child is your future. If anybody came to contribute towards your child education, be grateful. Why did you just put them on 2 days to get a first degree in your life? You know how much you can spend. We know we all what we spend. But today, I know with all the limited resources we have,
But we were looking at
Okay, that was the voice of the how we call that man? We said Mamo, right? The Minister of State, current Minister of State. So, Samira, our guest is already seated and ready to boost our mark. Okay, this morning we want to talk about maintaining our peace. We were bringing all the politicians here, but what becomes of this studio if we don't have a civil society background to tell us about the importance of maintaining our peace? If we cannot maintain our peace, Liberia will not progress. If there is no peace, we will not go to school. We will not be educated. We will not progress in life at all. Like Samara can always say, eat peace, work peace, talk peace. Everything you do should be clothed with peace. So, good morning. How are you?
It's a pleasure to be on to this edition of the program. Good morning, Liberia.
Thank you. So, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well, good.
So, looking at your institution, can you better introduce yourself on our side?
However, I'm Joseph Yoko II. I hail from Bon County. Father is Joseph Yoko Senior, mother Agatha Doe, and she hail from Plebo Solican District.
Okay. So, what is the name of your organization again?
It's CARE, that is Career Alternative Reform Empowerment.
Okay.
So, you can tell us when this organization was funded and what is the intent of this organization and how is this organization helping the Liberian people or Liberia at large?
Yeah, basically, CARE, the name itself speaks for itself or speaks volume. CARE is an advocacy institution that focuses on building sustainable peace in the society. As a matter of fact, we are into advocacy and humanitarian service as well, but our key focus is building sustainable peace. And also we focus on consciousness. We have seven major pillars. So we decided to focus on the one that is most easier to achieve and the most paramount because out of those seven pillars we got, the first one is the most essential one. Even though the other one are important, but the most essential one is the maintenance of peace. That's why I told you the institution will focus on peace, maintenance, and consciousness.
So, when was this institution founded?
Basically, we are 1 year in existence, but this dream came a long time when I was still in grade school.
So, you are the CEO.
Definitely, as a young person coming up, creating a strive to create an impact in society. So, it is my dream to be a peace advocate because in the absence of peace, nothing is achieved. So, that's the reason why I formed this institution and I've got a few persons who are like minded that we can work together as a team.
Okay. So, what have been some of the work you have done since this organization was founded?
That is a good question. One of the work we have done two different initiatives currently as we speak, and that is to our credit. There's a school in Virginia where I currently live because I live in Banjo Beach, Lower Virginia, that is Montserrat County.
Okay.
So we went to a school called Pamela K, or Pamela K is a high school. What we did, we had a program called Peace for Education campaign, where we wanted to sensitize and talk to young people about the maintenance of peace.
Oh, okay. Wait. I want to understand. So, you taking your advocacy from the classroom?
Definitely, because like I
Wow.
told you, I said institution focus on consciousness. Because, and I will go back on later. Let me tell you something. What I noticed, there are multiple problems in Liberia States. But one of the major problems are consciousness. So, and I can tell you for sure, one way or the other, if a man is educated, he will have a conscious mind and he will be conscious in his doing. But in so doing, there is still a full possibility of a man being educated and not still being conscious minded. And I will give you a practical example. Assuming that before going to the Milaki institution to talk about, I will get what I'm saying, just give you a background synopsis of what I want to discuss. So here's the thing. There's a full possibility of a man being fully educated and still lack consciousness. So now I'll put it in my shoe, the worst case scenario. Assuming that I'm having a master's degree, but I can still lack consciousness. So here's a practical example. We work in an institution or an edifice where there is a janitor or someone who is charged with the responsibility or duties and function to have that edifice clean and getting a good or proper facelift. But with my mentality, and I personally or intentionally drop the trash on the ground instead of the trash can because
Mm-hmm.
the essence of the trash can is to put the trash in the trash can. So I'm saying this is what I say a worst case scenario because for me I won't do such, but I'm using myself as an example and having a master's degree. But because of the mentality that I know that someone is being paid to put a trash in the trash can or to clean the edifice to get a better facelift, and I go out take the trash and put it in the ground.
So you
Now,
will not just be providing education on peace, but you want Liberians to be safer and how to keep their country clean as well.
definitely, that's what I
That's a
said.
very good platform.
That's what I say consciousness because Nigeria major problem is not just education.
Wow.
Education is one of the major problems we have. Multiple problems, one of the major problems. But like I said, I have single-handedly and pointed out consciousness because I feel in the midst of consciousness, nothing is done properly. There are some laws that in the book, they are good, but because of lack of consciousness, the implementation is not done.
Okay. Oh, okay. So, looking at Liberia election right now, what is your stance? Because we have to open the phone line shortly, because we don't have time. But you to be able to interact with the public. What is your stance on this election, and what are some mechanisms you putting in place to conscientize the young people mind on maintaining our peace?
That is a very brilliant question. As an individual, like I always say, I came from a civil society background, and I keep telling you, my focus when I'm opportune to get in the public space, whatever institution, whatever gathering I getting into, when this opportunity is given me to speak to people in a mass or a small gathering, I will talk about consciousness. That is changing the attitude. And I will let you know the fastest thing on earth is your mind. You can be here and envisage being in America or think about going to America. But the possibility and how you will work to get it that matters. So here's the thing. I'm fully in support of peace. So there are some mechanisms we have put in place to maintain peace. And some of those process or procedure are we're thinking about having a peace musical festival. Because like I told you, I have 7 pillars, and one of those pillars is about promoting arts and culture. Because the message resonates through music. Music are they are prophets, musicians are prophets. So based on those reasons, they help to carry the message out. Moving forward, so I'll always stay in the midst of peace because in the absence of peace, nothing is achieved and nothing is done.
So when are you people to have this musical festival?
Hopefully, before this month elapses, so we are on course putting things in order, engaging other colleagues. Currently, as we speak, like I said, as a young person, sometimes use my own resources because I know that question will be asked, but I don't want to let it cut out of the bed. But in so doing, I also have the strength to that point. I sometimes sacrifice use my own resources to get things done. So yes, it
So there's no help, no sponsor.
like I told you, we are a graduate institution. Barely we are going to close to a year, but the dream came longer. Like I said, when I was in grade school, because I left high school 2011, and I was pretending to do broadcast communication. People were because I sent the information. So based on that reason, I've used that time to also give back to the society. So for now, we are a graduate institution. Not much we have done, but we have done 2 initiatives, like I told you previously. So based on those reasons, it is our quest to promote peace, like I said earlier. In the absence of peace, nothing is achieved, no matter how better or technical know-how you can be. But the maintenance of peace is paramount to every society. So we must have a fair share in a civil discourse.
Okay.
Okay, so Samira, I think we should open the line quickly.
Yeah.
Call us on zero. If you want to, like, I want you to talk about your support system right now. Where do you get fundings from?
Steady.
You
Now,
said it, but you would need recommendation to ask for more funding. Are you content with what you have, or you need a public assistance?
you definitely I will need a public assistance. That's why I already decided to engage the media.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, like I told you earlier, from the media background. So yeah, as a thing, before somebody giving a helping hand, they want to know how legitimate you are and why you have to offer. So that's the reason why we have started on the grassroots level with no assistance. But the message can resonate and go across. So we have already started on the low footing. So that's why we are not giving up. We're waiting to get the assistance from any international NGO or partner. So in our little means, the way in which we generate funding or we carry out initiatives, me and my colleague as CEO, and like I always tell people, I don't believe in supremacy. So what I
Okay.
normally do, I give everybody the free space to have a fair share of the cake. That is an exchange of ideas. That is give and take. Give and take. Have a fair share of the ideas, give and take. So at the end of the day, we can come to a logical conclusion. So
Thank you.
based on our policy, what we decided to generate fund and to have this institution running as a young and brilliant institution. Like I said, I'm not trying to blow my horn or blow our flowers, but however, in life, to whom much is given, much is expected. So we design a policy, we decide as an institution member, you pay based on your financial strength.
Okay.
So as an individual, there are times I take the lead because a leader must take the lead. It's not because you want to boast, but like I tell you, I single-handedly, there are times use my funny with my few colleagues. So like I said, I don't want to blow my horn or boast, but it's very important to stretch that out to the public because not more young people are willing to sacrifice their high-end resources to make that change. Because it having the mind is one thing, and doing it is another thing. So we don't tax people. Our policy are you pay based on the financial standing. That is what you can contribute to have this project or initiatives done.
Okay, thank you very much. Let's open the line to interact with the public. As you requested financial aid, let's see the public respond. Call us on 0770907907, 0880907907. Good morning.
Good morning again,
Good morning, Brahma. How are you?
bless God.
Go ahead,
Let me say
brother.
good morning to your studio guests.
Okay.
These are some of the people we need in this country. You see, the issue of like the example you just said, to drink water and to be plastic. That some of the things are really keeping us down in this country.
Of course.
When it comes to cleanliness, and I want to tell people, before that drug is developed, our mind has to be developed first.
Yeah.
Or develop nation has to get or develop mindset of people before that nation can be developed.
Very true.
Somebody will be walking on the street, drinking a bottle to the plastic, on the street. If you look at our juniors now today,
The clock.
everything are starting because of the mindset. No, see the death on their yard and kind of training the juniors. So my brother, take it for that initiative. Let God guide you and continue to bless you guys in that process. I highly appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We still receiving call. Call us on 0770907907, 0880907907. As a young Liberian in studio right now, trying to gather support in advocating and reaching to children and developing a mind on how to maintain our peace, keep our country clean, in further with advocacy as consciousness. So, you have Burma own support to you. What do you want to say about
Firstly, I want to thank you, Brahman, thank you because like I said, in every society, the maintenance of peace is a collective effort. And the fact of the matter is about people thinking outside the box. For me, normally as a young person coming up, I don't believe, like I told you, earlier, I don't believe in supremacy. More always about all hands on deck. And the fact of the matter, when you are positive in your thoughts and you're doing and leading to success. So I want to commend Burma as well for being on my side of having the thought to embrace such an idea because the maintenance of peace or the development, the progress that we will make, it depends on every one of us. It's not individual basis, it's about collective effort. But I'm gonna tell you, I feel because there are more needs to be done. Even having a situation where you have, even have Joe Biden being president of Liberia, I can tell you for sure, in my opinion, he will achieve, but I'll use the word partly, or he could not meet his full potential. Because like I told you, I'm talking his consciousness. So he need to have a couple of officials and his able lieutenant and have ministers or directors that will work as well in pledges.
But I think that this initiative is good because if we are to change our country, we have to start from the educational sectors. Like if we start telling our children it's wrong to throw plastic in the street, like when I go home, usually I have my two girls, they will check in my backpack, pack it and remove. Maybe they can pack or anything I eat on the street, I will usually keep it in inside of my pocket, my back pocket, and take it home. If we start training our children in our way, telling them that street is now for you to don't die, you have a specific location. I think this initiative is welcoming, and I think this is something Liberians should be proud of, and they should join hand to support you. So let us announce the number again and see if we will generate some support. Call us on 0770907 and talk to Joseph, our Liberian philanthropist who is engaging and trying to change the narrative of our country.
Yeah, so Madam Joshua, the part about it, anybody can be Joseph. I want you to make it very clear. I'm Joseph Diakwa the second, hail from Bon County. I'm Pele by tribe. So the name is Joseph
I
Diakwa
will
the
not
second.
remember all
No,
that,
okay,
So
probably. I'm saying let the public know that this is Joseph Diakwa the second. Because anybody can be Joseph.
okay, Joseph Yoko, the owner of Kia Foundation, is here this morning to tell our Liberian people that we need to start with the classroom, start from the primary education, and tell our children the importance of maintaining our peace and our country, keeping our country clean. So, what do you have to say shortly? Because we don't have time, and I don't know if you want to add anything else to what you have already said.
Yeah, definitely I'll have to ask something because like I said, I'm not too fast or neither having space. I will elaborate further. But there are a few things
Just elaborate.
I
You
want
have
to
like 10 minutes.
okay, I want to put a few things in perspective. One major thing we should understand, Liberia have observed perhaps I don't know 2 weeks ago, we
Let's see if we can answer this person question. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you calling from?
My name is William Tagos, calling from Komata, and Commander Louis are the only candidate of George Manuel we are re-election.
Go ahead.
Very good. You know, Liberia yesterday, Liberia knew was the blue continent of Africa, or Liberia knew the blue continent of Africa.
Now while we're talking about support Joseph or leave the line.
Huh?
We have a guest in studio. You following the conversation?
I said,
Yeah.
I'm speaking about my party.
Okay.
I said yesterday with the crowd put on. There's no equal. We are going to get George Manuel. We are 5 round victory.
Okay, fine. But we have a guest in studio who is talking something else. Were you following the conversation?
Excuse me, will you please bring me on the floor?
He's talking about maintaining our peace and how well we can start educating our children from the low level on how to keep our country clean.
Oh, okay. First of all, I would like to say we have to educate, always time we have to educate our children. First of all, what I would like to say is we have to educate ourselves before even our children.
Okay.
Because some of those things, you know, we can act with the parents, some of us, we can act very mature to be bold. It's good for us to educate ourselves before even educate our children. And secondly, I always say that about the party issue. You see, in Liberia, the only peace we want. Liberia is all we have.
You exhausted your time, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. You on the line, you live. Good morning. Okay, we lost that person. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, your name and where you calling from? Your name and where you calling from? Good morning. We lost that person also. Let's see if we can take this one. Okay, we lost that person also. So Joseph, over to you. The line is kind of terrible. So your call is good morning. Good morning. Yeah. I'm getting you. Go ahead.
Okay, let me say good morning to our serious guest.
Yeah, go ahead.
My name is Daniel Ofer Johnson. I'm calling from Empire Bonacca this morning.
Ofe, how are you?
I'm okay.
Go ahead, Ofe. Ofe, you have to call back. Your line is very terrible. I can't keep you on the line. Okay, over to you. I think they will call later and we will have to interact with them. But if we have a few more calls, we can squeeze it in because by 9 o'clock, got it. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, the line is very I don't think we will take calls. Let's see if we can get over to you for your parting comments.
I want to say a very big thanks to the Voice of Liberia family. As a matter of fact, like I said earlier, I'm the friend of the media because I hail from the media background. But here's
Okay.
the thing: there are multiple reasons why we are behind as a nation and people. So our focus is to maintain the peace. The sustainability of a peace in every society is paramount to the society. In the absence of peace, nothing is achieved. And I've stated that earlier. So here's the thing: every citizens or Liberian in general should use its saber discourse. I will let you know that there's a difference between petition and that of protest. Even though it is a right of every citizens, most especially of Liberian citizens, to go and protest or a petition their government or their leaders. But in my opinion, I mainly choose the word petition over protest because if you define protest, there is a strong undertone with that definition protest. It doesn't mean chaos, but it has to be strong. So I'm saying we must choose petition instead of protest in the sense that it is more easier to address and talk about your grievances in a civil discourse instead of being harsh. Liberia is at a crossroad where we are gearing up for a general presidential election. As a matter of fact, depending on those various political parties or government officials who are to be, those candidates who want to be the next leader to spearhead the affairs of our country relating to their time of being in office. So here's the thing. You can be for party A or party X. It is more prudent to do it in a civil manner and with you. That's what I keep talking about consciously. So regardless of your proximity, your status, peace is paramount. So we must caution every young person, even older, to be civil in the discharge and duties of their function relating to the campaign issues. Because one way or the other will not support the same person and will not have the same affiliation. But with peace, we stand as a one nation and people. Liberia is our common denominator. No one in Liberia is more better than the other. Our quest to have a sustainable peace will always be a better one, and we can have a good and a livelihood. Moreover, like I said, we must think outside the box. Our limitation have never carried anywhere. It because we have chosen parties or politician or vision or policy oriented leaders. Liberia, it is time now we choose people who are visionary, who have who are policy driven, instead of voting for just an ordinary politician or the regular politician. Even though they are important, but our focus should be on visionary people.
Thank you very much, Joseph. You know, you expanded this conversation, and I'm very, very proud of you. Very, very proud of you that a young man like you can go ahead with such initiative. It was nice having you in studio. So let's take this short break and see if we can welcome our guest for the second segment. Okay.
Place in the period of the civil conflict. So, on the basis of that, a decision had already been made through a legislative decision that established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And that mandate was to investigate the root cause of the conflict and then to come up with a recommendation. And it's a recommendation that we are using today, we are referring to. So there will be conversation and there will continue to be conversation. But the issues of past human rights violations are key. The UN have made recommendation. There are different level of recommendation. And there are victims and survivors who today have not had any form of reparation or redress. What do we do? Should we wait for them to die along the way before we come up? So I think Even the establishment of war and economic crimes code, should be ongoing right now because other countries have already done it and they succeeded to a greater extent. So I would say we have a decision, and that decision is the TRC. We cannot undo the TRC and bring in anything new. There is a responsibility that we address crimes that were committed. If we will say that crimes that have been committed, we always treat it as the normal way politicians will treat the issue, then we won't go forward. Then where do we boast of the rule of law? Why are we governed by law? Because will the law be selective? That is, the law will only be looking at certain people who commit crimes and not look at certain people who have committed crimes. So justice is to be served. In much, because of Shala Musu death, the former Chief Justice is in detention today, even though the persons or the government have not produced or presented who committed murder, but former Chief Justice, a state person is in detention today because of why they say the law. So if the law will play out for everyone, then it not be selective. So it's not a question about hope. It's about responsibility that we are under obligation to allow the law to work for us. And the law that will work for us, and the law that should work for us should not be selective. But we were looking at the human
Then
rights
I think
violations that
it's
are
a
taking
good
place
ball
in the
because Joseph Boyka, someone bad for Boyka dropped. His how he collapsed, almost died. It is that boy, because George Weah, who ran there, pick him up, fly the plane to fly him abroad for open heart surgery and made him to live today with pacemaker battery. He's a battery total right now. So the battery is controlled by the white people getting in the medical center where he was thrown to. So maybe he's not well to speak the way he's speaking. He's not well. He's using battery. It's not normal. A man who is using battery and a man who has a natural compare the two. Joseph Boyka, the full that person, I respect him, but I'm sorry for the statement he made. He's using battery. He's a battery total. He cannot even be president of this country. He's sick. So maybe that the frustration making him feel the way he did. Calling the president boy. How many million people voted that boy? So many million. Look at this boy and you let him. Maybe you call Joseph George boy because of the age. Because Joseph Boy is over 70. And this boy is about 50 something. So when you say boy, well, that's it. But boy, in the sense of immaturity, no. Joshua is mature. He's mature. That's why he told Joseph Boy on the boy where he could fly here, bro, for medical checkup, for medical heart surgery. That's why I'm making to live today. I think Joseph Boyka, in conclusion, should be very grateful to that boy in all the country for open heart surgery and making to live today. But the way Joseph Boyka speaks, the way he acts, he is one of the 9 ungrateful lepers. The 9 ungrateful lepers is one of those. The first thing, before you can return, everyone who deserves another good. So if they say we are sending you to America or whatever country and you were operating on and you got well, if you did not want to do what he did for you, if it was immature and a boy, as you say, he would have left you to die. When you die, will you reciprocate good for good? No. I don't think you are reciprocated. When you reciprocate good for good, then stick to that. Don't be uttering derogatory or profane languages or stating against the president. That's wrong. You are the elder man in the country. You can have trouble. You feel that you lost. Somebody help you to get your speaking. You should be thankful. In everything, give thanks. That's the bigger picture of the who saved your life through God's power. John Weah was the vessel God used to save Joseph Boyka. Today, because of power greed, we who say that they squander all the opportunities, destroy this country, who became a generative vampire, corruption, that they say was vampire, did not want to be president. Why are you elaborate people? Or whatever you said about John, John not better than me and you, who benefited substantially to the extent that your life was rescued, the life was saved. And this young man who flew you, even though that taxpayer money, or your own money, the fact is you could have emailed you. But he did not. He did not. He said, But what the old man is returning is of gratefulness. Call this president boy. You call the whole Liberian president boy? Then you old man, you told him battery around here. Look at a battery man and elect you. Because any minute you could collapse. At least you already president and you say a different thing. But you already said you want to be president and you know your record. You on the time bomb.
Okay, that's all the time we have for that short break. Welcome back to the program. Good morning, Liberia. I'm still expecting our guest, in person of Honorable Thomas Father, who's supposed to be here on the second segment of this program. We are told that he's kind of stuck in the traffic, hoping that he will make it in time because it's very bad to tell the public that you will have a guest and that person don't turn up. It's kind of embarrassing. But we are hoping that he will be here to grace this occasion. If not, we will have to switch and discuss something else at our second topic when I'm willing and waiting to get a little green signal from him and to see if he will be here. If not, I will have to announce to you that he will not make it in time today. So, like we told, Voice of like will officially be opening Town, but tomorrow the substation will be on and it's already broadcasting, but it will officially be dedicated tomorrow. So, if you are just joining us, Samra is here with me and we are discussing national issues this morning. So, Samira, I don't know, our guest is running late. We are hoping that he make it in time. If not, we'll have to switch our discussion for today. But in the meantime, we can be looking at something. We can be looking at the activities of yesterday. Give the public the chance to explain what they saw yesterday, and we can pick up from there. But over to you.
Yeah, we could talk about that. And there's so many things to there's so many things to talk about. We could talk about that. We could also look at Charlie Brodsky, her visit to SEAL, one of the biggest intellectual center in Monrovia. She visited there the day before yesterday. I had it on my plate for yesterday, but we had too many things to talk about. So we could look at that. She talked there. She talked about CDC. She talked about Unity Party. Even under the live videos, people were saying that give your platform to the people. Tell the people what you can do and leave these other political parties. But I don't know also if you want for me to bring the voice
Yeah, I think we
of
have to talk
Charlie.
about it
Okay.
while we're expecting our guest. Okay, so while Samira is working after the audio to be here from Charlie Bronsky, uh, you should know that our guest for today for this second segment is in person of Honorable Thomas Ojukufara. He's supposed to be here. We are still expecting him. So, Samira, go ahead.
Okay, so I'm trying to get the voice of Charlie Bromsky. She visited the the CEO Intellectual Center. So let's take this one. So let me just hold that great. I'm going to take this over. When people were saying that, I can feel the anger in your voice. I don't know as if she's sounding like she's angry, but it will be left of the public.
The economy has shrunk. I cannot name and I challenge you and I hope that some of the members of the ruling establishment will correct me. Name one new concessionaire investor that in the past 6 years to bring to us. I cannot name one new educational facility that can be so central about regionally or internationally, but yet and so are building and athletic facilities. Not everybody can be world best. Not everybody can be Africa best.
Now
Not
everybody
everybody
be
can be
relative we are.
George Weah. Not everybody can be Timothy Weah or Messi or Ronaldo. But you choose to be a Charlie Bronson. You are giving the right system and the right structure can go to school, can graduate from high school, go to university, go to law school, and be a lawyer if they so choose. We should be, if our leaders care about the generation of young people, they will not be investing in sectors that only one or two or four or five from their country will be successful. They will be investing in education. Our education budget is 12% of the national budget. Kenya, Ethiopia, their education budget runs around the range of 24 to 26%. Are we not, our children, our leaders, our future education? Play that audio, play that audio.
Another one. Is another one.
For 6 years, Labour Party has not done anything. We expect when Nigerian people to change their mandate, even if CDC government has not performed. No one must believe or think that the people that bring in the mandate, they get them Labour Party 2016. 6 years, UP has been in opposition. One political statement, one policy document presented to the CDC. Not seen one actual official post with Dr. Butler to go and speak on behalf of Liberia. And Dr. Butler said his expertise in agriculture. See, nothing, one plenty, one banana. Anyone in the local party government has been able to produce to make us to believe that when we hear the words of the agriculture that they hear us. I think she's running George reaction.
she, be- she said, I will give it to them. Later party strong and propaganda. So many things was said by Taliban. That's it.
Okay. The fee is not a big fee. It comes from the military complex. The people who fought in the road, they blocked the whole road. People were in traffic for almost 10 hours, maybe yesterday. They create the illusion that is people. Look, the other part that nobody is sleeping, you're not fooling anybody.
United Party, nobody's people here.
Okay, I think that was a good one from her campaign team. But on the other hand, I want to be very, very how will put it. Um,
You go straight to the point.
no, I'm not going straight to the point. I'm going to lay the basic first. I won't go straight to the point.
Just
She
hit
may
the
be
hammer
right,
on in here.
Yeah, I will hit the hammer. Somehow you can hit the hammer. I don't know if you want to hit the hammer first, then I just come in later, or I should go ahead. Okay, I'm very proud of female. I'll take it from that angle of female. as beautiful and intelligent and educated as challenges can identify these flaws in our society. In the workings of the Unity Party and that of the CDC, when it comes to the cruise issue, the drug issue, and the fact that Liberian has transitioned since the war from quote unquote rebels to Soko, and the Soko's weight is increasing on a daily basis. But my issue this morning has to do with the fact that despite we have challenges with drugs, that is undisputed. There are challenges with drugs, but this president we have now has also contributed to making sure that the drug law passed.
She said he did nothing.
That's just a speculation. She may be saying some sensible things in what she just the audio are listening to. But the fact that the drug law was passed and if printed into him bill, bravo to the legislators and the Senate and the president for that. If printed into him bill, anyone caught with marijuana or any harmful substances that people smoke or take me will be prosecuted 10 years imprisonment with our bill. That's something that we welcomed. And if you are addict, we catch you there, you will have to go to jail and somebody will have to bill you and send your bond. And when you come back to society, you will well behave. So if you are telling me that this government has done nothing, or this set of legislatures or senators has done nothing in making sure that the drugs, quote unquote, our children are going suffering from right now are put under control, I will tell you that's wrong because they have contributed. The only thing we want now is implementation, but the law is now unbooked. First, if you are caught with drugs, you can bail yourself out and come back in the community. Now, it's not the case. So, I want to say bravo to President Bia for that and the legislators for making that successful. But on the other hand, we all know that the CDC-led government has some lapses in the sense that the citizen has been complaining of some certain government officials uh, when it comes to corruption, and they have not been able to prosecute them. I stand to be corrected. The only mean person that this government were able to openly prosecute was the Branick Samaka case. And I always tell them congratulations for that in the impeachment of Kabina Janet. So the fact that Liberia is still on a crossroad on development and the CDC government has been holding high expectation from the Liberian people and that of our politicians, they are still accountable to the people and there are still room for improvement. When it comes to education, paying the wise fee of children and people at the University of Liberia, I can probably say that CDC has done our best in that line and for education. Coming to Unity Party, I don't know how to really balance that Honorable Bwaka was his expertise is agriculture and he has not contributed, like he said, one banana to this country. I would like to say that Honorable Bwaka may not have the finance to do that. Okay, and he don't have the physical strength now to go and farm. So I don't know how she want them to contribute. But financially, they are not potent, and there is no physical strength. But on the other hand, as an opposition, there should be a policy you should present to the government and some recommendations in making the country better. Are you just waiting to take power before making recommendations? So if she's saying that the opposition blocks, the Unity Party is a big party that when they put hands together, put their teams together, if they want to make I don't know how many farms in this country, they can make that farms. And I think politicians should desist from the time of just waiting for election before coming to public space. And to challenge herself, I don't know. I don't really want to be hard on her because she's a woman, but she need to do what she want to do. Come up with a platform, tell the Liberian people what they would do if they are president and vice president, and show some tangibles as well. If you are painting hands of Baka and the CDC government, what has Alexander Kumi and Charlie Bronstein done? What are their contribution to the development of this country? Samara, over to you.
So once you decide to enter into politics, you should know that it will be discussed positively, negatively. You should know that your life now, whatever you do, people will be watching you closely and people will be there to critique you. People will be there to praise you. So about Charlie Bromsky, I am not going to take it. She's a female, and I'm not going to take her on the basis that oh she's a woman. So because some of these things when the male do it, we talk to them. So when the females do it, we should be able to do it so because they are both human. But I would like to take it from this angle. We have been sitting on this radio and talking about you telling the Liberian people what you can do. You said that not everybody can be George Manuel. We are correct. Not everybody can be Tete we are absolutely correct. But everybody can be Charlie Bromsky correct. It's your point of view. But wherein you are saying that the government they are not doing things that they should do in the educational sector, but they are building sports pitch for people. They are building football field. They are constructing municipal parks. She never named them like that, but I'm naming them like that because she talked about them. The thing about Liberian people is that when you start to do this, they will be complaining, right? They will be complaining about this.
Mhm.
But when you start to do it, they find another thing to complain about. Judge Mane,
I like that one. I like that one.
yeah.
I come in.
Judge Mane, we are talk power. People started complaining. Poor footballer, war best. You president for the country. And you hear our football field, you're looking good. You're doing things. You're building parks for people. You whole football player. What people will be able to see to say, oh yes, this man, he's former war best. You're not doing anything. Our president, we have started building parks. So he started constructing parks. So he started doing things within the football area. And people are coming up to say that he shouldn't be focusing that side. He should focus on education, which is not bad. It's good. But this should just go out to Liberian people that whatever you do, people will talk. But my thing is, if you are doing what you can do for people to talk, you should do it in the positive way. It shouldn't be in the negative form. Because whatever thing you do, people will talk, right? So you don't mind that saying it's time to do things negatively. I mean, you do it in a positive way. So, President, we are building parks or renovating football fields and things like that. Now, Charlie is saying that he should be able to focus in the education center, which is not bad. But all of these things, you people get all of these things. You get all of this particular knowledge. At the end of the day, when we put some of you there, we won't see anything. When you're outside, you talk as if to say, like, for an example, Grace here, she can come to work 5 o'clock in the morning. What Grace say, I can come to work 5 o'clock in the morning. Or we start getting ready 5 to come to work. People out there, when the show starts, or 7:35, 5 minutes, 5 minutes going within the show time. They didn't start the show yet. People out there will say, but at the end of the day, if we happen to give them the space and say, come and start to talk on the radio, I'm just saying, some basic reason, give you an example.
Yeah,
Guess what? They'll not even be able to wake up 5 o'clock.
they're not even.
I'm just saying this that if you are not wearing the shoes, hmm,
Or you think Grace makes mistakes, and when you're not behind the microphone, you
if
will not know. You can make
if you
mistake
are
too.
not wearing the shoes, you
You will
don't
not
know
know.
what's going on. That is just it. So Charlie Bromsky, you people got a nice platform. I never even listened to your platform though, but some of the messages
She
you have
did
been
not talk much about what she
exactly,
would do.
exactly. And
I
I'm
think
coming
that's
there.
what we should be paying attention to. What we
Yes,
would do, what
yeah,
your party would do, then condemn me and Shimmy and Nimi, other people
and
party.
you saying that the thing is, you people always run campaign for people because if you go to a particular venue to be able to talk to your people and convince them for them to vote for you, you start with CDC,
Start talking about
you
Unity
start with
Party,
Unity
promoting
Party,
Unity Party, promoting CDC.
saying Joseph Baka, he do anything for the country.
Now,
Josh, we
the
are
thing is,
never
people
did
won't hear.
anything
The people
for.
won't hear what challenge will do when
Josh,
she
we are
become
never did
vice
anything
president.
for the Liberian people 2017. They elected him on. So these people, they know very well what they are doing.
These are the things we talk about. So
They
we will
know what
take
they
a
are
short
doing.
break. When we come back, we'll bring you our guest. Like we said, he never disappoints. He's a servant of the public, so he's here as well to serve you. So keep following. We'll take a short break to bring you Thomas Ochukufala.
Period of the civil conflict. So on the basis of that, a decision had already been made through a legislative decision that established the Truth and Reconciliation Commission. And that mandate was to investigate the root cause of the conflict and then to come up with a recommendation. And it's a recommendation that we are using today, we are referring to. So there will be composition and there will continue to be composition. But the issues of past human rights violations are key. The UN have made a recommendation. There are different level of recommendation. And there are victims and survivors who today have not had any form of reparation or redress. What do we do? Should we wait for them to die along the way before we come up? So I think even the establishment of war.
Okay, that's the voice of Adam Dempster, the lead human rights advocate for war and economics, Scrum Court, his own contribution on Good Morning Liberia. So we go over to the table to Honorable Father who just walked in our studio. But when we open the line for call, we will squeeze in both our Charlie issues and our dialogue Honorable Father.
Uh, I think we can just leave the
Yeah,
Charlie
we will
issue
talk about that another
and
day.
talk about it
Yeah,
Monday or any other
we
day.
don't have time in our favor. So Honorable, over to you. How are you this morning?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
I'm okay. I can see from you that you're okay. But you kind of late though, so the public will need some apologies.
Oh, thank you very much. First of all, I want to apologize to the public and also to the radio team over here. Because of traffic, but I always want to be here. So if it will cost me to be here 2 or 3 minutes, it's my obligation. So I want to say apologies to the public. I'm here.
Do you mind to come to your mark a little bit? Okay. So, Honorable, I'm told that you are in district number 12 doing some tangibles. So, can we go straight to the issue this morning? How is district number 12?
Oh yeah, Digital Matua is doing good. By the way of introduction, Honorable Thomas Ojugufala, like you said, a resident of Digital number 12, Chikizu community precise. I live over there. I was born there, so the district is doing good because right now they're singing on one of their own, and we have mass people behind us and making sure that we step fast. So we have been doing a lot of things when it comes to scholarship opportunity, when it comes to women empowerment, youth empowerment, especially in our district, we see the lack of leadership ability, the accessibility. So these are some of the things we have been doing in digital number 12. So we're pushing it and we're seeing the reception. So indeed, we are grateful. Our people understanding the message is resonating.
And people, your Honorable may just walk in the studio. Just give us time. We'll go to the phone line. So, let him lay his platform first, okay? Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, so like I said, Grace, we're doing good over there. You have been following me over the years. At Bafala, we have a humanitarian foundation. Have been established since 6 years. We have been engaged in the attitude of just giving help to our people because we believe whatever you think you want to do, you want to start from your own home. And I think Digital Number 12 is always our soul, and that's what we always think about that district and we have been offering, especially when it comes to the marketers, giving them a loan. Not only we have been doing it, but bringing other people out the district, making sure we have a workshop for our business women. When you look in the district over there, right, vocational schools, it's not over there. And I would tell my resident over there, like, it's not only everybody do not want to go to traditional school. Somebody, after high school, they have some skills within them. They want to go to vocational school just to empower them. These are some of the things lacking within our district. We want to stand firm to make sure we've been doing this. Not only we in the race, but we've been around. Our tangible can speak for us. So we are glad to say we are here. As the show go on, we speak most of the things we have been doing within the district.
Okay, Honorable, you look good this morning. I would like to say welcome to our Kusin studio.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so what inspired you for you to run for the seat of a representative? Is it that the current lawmaker is not doing what he's supposed to do within that district?
That's a great question. I don't know what is he doing, but like I would want to speak for myself. But I think some of the things we as residents of District Number 12, we're lacking within that district is bad leadership. You got somebody who is not accessible to the people. As a leader, you are seventh, and I think some of all that's what we find ourselves. And that lobbying power, you a representative, or you are the leader, you have to lobby for the people. You have to make things happen. You have to speak for the people, and that's what we're seeing. So since 2005, our district have been lacking that kind of a leadership, and we've been seeing it. And that's why we want to step in. You know, some of the things you asked, some of the things since 1964, the Chico factory and other residential era, people have been squatting over there, right? You know, lawmakers have not seen it. And we have been in the process of negotiating with other lawmakers in the House to see if we can get a statutory law that at least residents in our community can own their own property over there. So some of the things we have been seeing that is not happening, and believe when we step in, we can make it happen because we have something. So we have seen it, and we can make things happen with indigenous motive.
Okay, so you're going as an independent candidate?
I'm going out with the UID, but we're not feeding a presidential candidate. That is the United Independent Democrat.
Okay.
So this year we're not feeding presidential candidate, but I will tell you as the show go on, still remains. I still see the future of this country depends on the establishment. So we have to continue what we started already because we know that indeed another 6 weeks a year it won't do one no harm. I mean, because what we're seeing right now is a lot of improvement.
Okay, let's come back to the issue that you are in a race, and we all know there will be challenges. What are some of your recent response from constituents in your district?
Right now, when you go within the town, most of them they are disenchanted. Some of them they are speaking on fact, and once you do the survey, you understand some of them, they are disappointed. You go there, you see kids over there, they are banner scholarship, like I said, scholarship opportunity. You talk about market women within the Vera market. Some of them they want the low loan to kind of empower them, women empowerment, and that's why I always speak because I'm a champion when it comes to women because I know right now we even in the legislature we talk about 20% of women involvement. But I think it's a bridge for us to break it, to make it like 50%. So when you go out, you speak to some of young women and other folks to speak about they have been neglected. The men all want to take the stage, but it's about time that we kind of create that mindset like anybody can do anything. So my challenge is like people is not just giving an opportunity, and I feel like that's why they want to make that decision right now, and we'll be encouraging them despite of you voting for Honorable Fala. We always tell them go. That's your democratic right. Go and vote. You won't just sit there and say because of things that's not happening and you want to vote. So we're being encouraging them. That's why you want to support us to make sure that's their constitutional right. Let them go and vote. But not only to vote, let them vote for their future and understand the political terrain, how things works.
Okay, so somebody out there would like to know your platform.
Oh, great. Like I tell people, we are not just talking. We are
Mhm.
talking do. So my platform is very easy.
Okay.
We talk about education because I will tell you, Grace and what's the name?
Samira?
And Samira. Another 10, 15 years from now, people that will be making decisions for our country is the youth, especially education is key. When you go in a developed world right now, people they have a lot of contribution when it comes to education, empowering their folks there because it's the key. It develop a nation. So education is one of our key priorities.
Yes.
We want to make sure we have vocational schools, youth centers, women empowerment, and not only that, accessibility. Because when you got a leader, you want somebody who will just be your way. That's the kind of
Okay.
president.
So we like to bring you back. Somebody is sitting on our voice to say, okay, I'm foundation number 12, but I want to know who Toma Ojukufala is. They want to get to know you. I did not want to do the formal because it would be kind of irrelevant. But when it's coming from you directly to the people, it become relevant.
And thank you. So Thomas Ojugufala is a son of Saul, District number 12. Was born right in Chickasee Patrick, went to school over there, graduated from St. Peter, went to Adam Mills. Eventually went to Stella Mary's when I had the opportunity to go for study. And also, I do have a humanitarian foundation. That's Thomas Ojugufala Humanitarian Foundation that's been established since 6 years. It's operating. Our head office is located within the district, Stephen Tower Estate. And we have been engaged in running these services to our people, especially like I spoke earlier, youth empowerment. We have been giving scholarships, opportunity. And not only that, we have been kind of interacting with our resident with indigenous number 12 to see what's the way forward. Because for me, I see leadership or a leader to be somebody who listens. And that's what we've been doing. We have been kind of engaging, especially when it comes to the health sectors, right? We have been, giving medical supply to most of the clinic within our community, Chicken Factory, Stephen Tower Essence, and surrounding community. Because you know
Okay.
what, the loading is come. And we have to take the steps. And that's why I believe in everybody involvement, active participation. And that's the leadership style I want to take to digital number 12.
Okay, so if it happens to win this October 10th general elections, what are some of those laws that you enact within the House of Representatives for District number 12?
And thank you. And that's an excellent question. Like I already start, I spoke about earlier,
Mm.
like the law to pass for residents within Chikizu factory and other
Okay.
community to own their property, the statutory law
Mm.
since 1964. And I will tell you, any government right now can relocate people to me because I had a property in Chicken Factory because that's the industrial park. It's owned by the government. So I'm going to make sure I negotiate with other lawmaker, not on my side, and to speak the fact that these folks have been living over there, 20, 35 years, they have
Yeah, I know
property.
that
So for
community.
all the pass that law, it's some of the things on youth empowerment because I want to put a law that the Ministry of Youth and Sport, not only they will have funds allocated to you, but also it'll be a law that every funds will be allocated and be used in the proper manner and our people and also the salary opportunity to a lot of lawmaker taking salary over there. I'm going over there. I'll be working, but I want to make sure our salary will address that issue, the
Okay.
salary for lawmaker, and I will champion that.
So what is now? We know your platform. We know who you are. So can you kindly tell us who your lead contender is right now in the district?
I think my lead corner is only me, Tomaso Jugufala, and
Okay, all
it's only
politicians
me.
will say
So
that. Why are you dashing?
I'll
You
say,
have
All politicians will
yeah.
say
You
that.
you you.
Or maybe the church must say that lead contender is
It's
working
working
to
to but he was the first person to call his opponent. But anyway, why are you saying that you don't have any competitors right now?
of course, because you will have I mean, somebody who's sitting right now at banner, like, and I'll just give you a scenario, like a father in the home, right? And you abandon your children and leave your homes and go spend another time over and come back. So that's just tell you, like, you have no interest. So, we
You
have a
don't have
leader
any.
who left and
Okay.
go in Lofa, rent another place and feel like he didn't work and come back. So, I mean, we're not blinded, but our people are honest, they understand, they want to make a right decision right now. So right now, no contenders, right, to have made.
Okay,
We are in the
so
lead.
since your party never put up a stand-up barrier this election, who are you supporting this election?
Crystal clear. I will tell you, Grace know that I'm a citizen, and I understand there are a lot of differences, there are a lot of things happening. We're not 100%. President George Weah have been doing his best, but I will tell you there are a lot of lapses. But end of the day, I think we're doing great. So you have to support the process, the mistake we made, we'll rethink, and make sure we do the best for our country.
So yesterday they blew us up.
It
You
was
saw for yourself.
it will also, and just to tell you that indeed it's something marvelous. We all have the witness this, let's forget about the old stories and all the old politicians. Think about like little things, stuff that didn't happen 6 years ago. It's happening right now. These are things that is clear, it's learning. So if I see people just sit on the side and kind of speak negative things, these are people that mean good for us. And I'll tell you, and Grace, let's be honest, Amara, you see road development, you see right now, the freedom of the press, you see right now people just can go over and see a lot of things. You see right now the wise fees and other things. These are little things, but it counts. Can we just sit and say another 6 years when we all think and give President Wade an opportunity, we can do more. And I can see I have confidence in him. And I'm telling you on this, I'm on the record. Everything is not 100% in our country. We have our losses, like any other government. So, but let's speak on the percentage. If I support a greater government, especially the president, and I will tell you, he doing extra great. But there are more to do, and I can tell you another state that we will do more.
Hmm.
So I'm not the public listening. They want to ask those questions I have not asked or Samara has not asked. But before that, I want to know: are there any challenges you face with during this electoral period?
Oh yes, the made I just like the election violence. We all went over there. We signed the Farmington agreement. So I think that's one of the things I've seen, and I'm gonna go another side to say is the ruling party or is not opposition, but I'm just all of us are Liberians. We just have to make sure we come down and fight the process and vote your conscience and support who you want to do. But I think the election violence, we have to stop it. That's what I see right now. Even in my district, I always tell my supporter, like if I go to speak, I always speak myself. I don't speak for another person.
You
Let
don't
me
throw
make sure.
jabs.
But
Exactly.
Chad,
Yeah.
you're selling the all out candidate. That's what you're doing. You're not
Of
promoting
course.
yourself.
Election is an event, right? Or to what team will come and
No
pass.
pass.
And we all remain.
Hmm.
So
That's the
that's the main
mindset
thing.
of a patriotic
Exactly.
Liberian.
We have to hold to that
Yeah.
to that concept. And I always speak that. So still
Okay.
fighting that we're doing good.
So now this is the time we got a spade of speed. Let's see how many people will welcomely support Honorable Fala opening and asking that difficult question. Call us on 0770907907 0880907907. If you are following our Facebook page, drop your comment and ask Honorable Thomas Ojuku further questions of his district. And I announced in the money again. You can call us on 0770 907 907. Call us and let's interact this morning. So
So
go ahead.
while we are expecting calls, I think we can take people
You
started
you
calling.
have yeah, go ahead with the
I
Facebook.
think we can take comments from Facebook. This is Brahma Williams. And he says, "Good morning, Grace and Samira, and good morning to all Liberia." All Liberians. Anwar Taylor says, "Morning, Grace and Samira, watching from USA,
Okay,
18th Street."
so let's
We can
just
start taking
take
calls
his
already.
call because we don't have time.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Your name and where do you join us from?
Yeah, this is MSF calling from District 12.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I let's to super close to this is Lama. Yeah, listen to Honorable Thomas Fire.
Okay.
And I like it. And I really like it. I like the platform to different, very, very doing things. You can your possible best. I myself, I've been on his scholarships for the past 2 years.
Wow.
Yes, and I think we need him in our district. We
Okay.
really need him in our district. We want this food, but no other person again.
Okay.
Yeah. I tell him thank you so much. Anything he needs, we will get him.
All right. That's one of your supporter there. So we still taking calls. We don't have any critics from that district as well. Call us on 0770-907-907. Call us this morning and tell us, should the people of district number 12 elect Honorable Thomas Ojukufala? Is he competent to serve the people? This time they say for him to serve or he should wait. So the line is open. We're not talking about presidency here this morning, but anyway, he's supporting President Riado. We can squeeze in some things from that end too.
Right, another situation.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
This is Samara Bama Wedo on District 13.
Prema, go ahead.
They say whenever your neighborhood they offer, if you go ahead, don't say because when I tell you maybe your house can be there. They should throw in my neighboring, district, so I will just say that policy.
Go ahead, Prema.
Okay, let me say good morning to your studio guest this morning. My question to the studio guest. The studio guest, can you just name some community that you have impacted some projects, and what are those projects that you have impacted in those communities? And my next question again is, what will be your say? Although you're supposed to see, but as a lawmaker, I don't know your next plan. What will be your say if President Weah is elected president again, concerning of our free tuition in this country? Because we are person will cancel education, free. So what is your stand in the free tuition policy that President Weah is trying to pursue? Thank you for the time.
Honorable, please jot down your question, okay? Let's see. We have somebody on the line. Oh, that person left the line. The line is still vacant. Okay, let me squeeze in this one. Interact with your candidate this morning from district number 12.
Hello.
Morning.
Hello.
Good morning. You're live.
Yes.
Oh, okay. We lost that person. I think he thought he was. This is Voice of Liberia. If you calling to other participate or you leave the line. Call us on 0770-907-907, 0880-907-907. Someone asked this question about your involvement in the district. What are some of your work you have done across the district? But just mark it down. We will gather all your questions, then you respond. Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Please lower your radio. Go ahead. Ask your question. Okay, good morning. Good morning. Okay, good morning. Our Lone Star line is.
Morning. And
Yeah,
you
your
say good
name and where
morning.
you calling from?
Thank you. Are you getting me?
Yes, crystal clear.
Thank you. Bobby Addison calling from the capital.
Bobby Addison, go ahead.
Thank you. Honorable Father, good morning to you, the dear friend brother. And we pray that
Go ahead. Okay, we have a Lone Star line. So I advise that Alice, you can call us on 0770-907-907 and we will take your call ASAP because our Lone Star line is always just waiting. So I don't know if we still expecting some call, but we don't have time in our favor if you are calling call fast. Because if we go over to the honorable man, we will not come back to pick calls. Once again, call us on 0770-907-907-907. I can take the Lone Star line. Samara, over to you for Facebook minutes.
Uh, I think he can just take his question before we do that.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. My name is Dale Christmas, and I join you from Kakapa, Magini County.
Go ahead, Del.
Yeah, following the issue, the student dress is supporting Josh here, but I would like to make my info on few things. You see, we are political funders and those of us who have been politics over the years. See that President Weah is going to feel. Even in a campaign strategy, the strategies are poor and they are not going to yield results. Like, let's take for typical example.
So that is not the issue under discussion.
Let,
So
ask your questions,
it's not
but
about
don't talk
President
about
Weah.
President
My
Weah.
question I want to ask is,
Mhm.
as a leader, President Weah, how would you draw a campaign team? In a campaign team, you have two persons, key
My brother, you're not really
It's
with me.
not even what we are talking about. You people should be listening
Campaign
well.
team, just content and campaign. Like, since you want to open it and you're already the money again.
Okay, so get for all the
No,
people.
I'm getting fair. Sometimes the people will take you off track. And these are the things we are talking to them every day about. We are all saver. Let us be saver in our conversation, okay? Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Well, thank you, Bobby Addison. Once again, on the father, I want to ask you about your connection with community radio stations in your district. If you do have community radio, become a journalist by profession, so I'm always concerned. What is your relationship with the media, mainly the community radio stations in your district? Thank you.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank
I
you.
want to start naming some of the radio stations so that
Hey, hey,
already.
hey, connection. And that community is also covered on the voice of Liberia. So
Yes,
uh
they
I
have
think he's
many
engaging in
radio
media.
stations on our side.
Yeah, so I
Plenty.
think he will try to address that. That's
Mhm.
one of your questions. We're still taking calls. Call us on 0770-907-907-080-907-907, and let's interact with Honorable Fala. Alison, good morning.
Hello?
Yes, good morning. You can lower your radio, then you call in. Please lower your radio, yeah? So address a few questions, and if call comes, we will have to go back to the line.
Okay, all right.
You
Thank
have
you.
the questions there?
Yeah, yeah. But if I kind of, well, I know Samara.
Uh,
I know. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay. So
The
I want to say
line is.
thank you to the caller for the questions and the comment. I appreciate it. But we'll just run through it real quick. I think one of them asked me concerning my involvement in my work within the district and also
mhm.
my plan, especially the plan for President Weah when it comes to
Free
education with the free
tuition.
tuition. So I'll start with my working over there. Like I said earlier, I've been around, but that district is somewhere I was born and I continue to support. So my foundation, the Thomas Ojugu Fala Humanitarian Foundation, has been engaged in giving a scholarship opportunity, and I can name a couple. That district have 17 communities. So we're in Chickens Factory. We make sure the people who are struggling with running water, even able to use for latrine. We dedicated a modern latrine over there in Chicken Factory just 2 weeks ago. We're in Kesedi Boulevard, and our team will give medical supply. Not only that, scholarship people benefited from special projects, from foundations, from other schools within the district who have been engaged in that. And not only that, also the youth empowerment. Our team the last time were within a couple of the places, different youth organizations, try to encourage them to come back because the future depends on them who have been engaging in that thing. People, vocational schools. Right now, I will tell you, we have another 2 weeks from now people will be graduating from the NVDC over there in our
Mhm.
initiative through that. People learn masonries and plumbing and other things. So these are some of the things we've been doing.
Good
So
morning. My
Okay,
name
so
my
is
let's take this question. Good morning.
yeah.
Ask your
My
question.
my name is Destiny Sakila. It's
Go
not
ahead.
a yeah, it's not a question I want to ask. I just want to commend the honorable man in the studio there for his numerous working in district number 12.
It says,
And
excuse me, it says comedian Justin.
No, it's not comedian testing.
Oh, okay. Go
All
ahead.
right. So I just want to say thank you to Honorable Fala for the many working in District Number 12. He has been so good to the people here. He did a lot of things that I am aware of,
Okay.
and I want to say honorable thank you. The district appreciates you, and we look forward to our people to make a wise decision come October 10th. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. Okay. I thought that was a question, but that was a support. That is a huge one.
When you get your request, it's going to start to bust the phone
No, but
lines.
we told them that we will go to him and come back. So maybe they were just waiting for us to come back for him to just learn with that last answers. But if you're not putting your call now, we don't have time, and we will have to go to our Facebook page. Good morning.
Well, I hope I will be the last call on Bobby Addison once again calling from Rivertown People Road.
But you're not in the main district, oh, Mr. Allison.
But he can move his
Say
phone
again?
forward.
You're not in your district, but anyway, go ahead. Samara said you should
No
go
problem.
ahead.
Yes,
I don't
you
have
gotta
to be
do it
in
for
his
the district.
district.
Go
It's
ahead.
what I call to know.
Go ahead. Make your
Because
point.
it's one of those that want to set the people. I have people living in that district also.
Just go to the
So
point,
I'm
my brother.
concerned. So let
Yes,
me go
go to the
ahead with
point.
my question, please.
Okay.
Mr. Father, I would love to know why in the USA, when you opportune to organize the ranks of the Coalition for Democratic Change in the USA, thank you.
Ask the mayor about his platform. But anyway, you will have to answer that question. Okay?
Well, that's another people.
Samara, don't attack me personally. You know, sometimes we should be safer. This man is a sedition. He has to organize a salary before he become a sedition.
So I think it's a question.
Good morning, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, good morning, my children. How are you doing there?
Masisi, how are you?
I'm doing great, Mama.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
thank you for letting me say good morning to your studio guests.
Go ahead.
Okay, let me say thank you, my brother. Look, I'm the people defender cheerleader calling from private time, CC, the general.
Go ahead.
Yeah, my brother, I'm against any benevolent opposition, whosoever opposition. For so long you are good to the Liberian people, I will support you. So, my
Okay.
brother, you are saying, because they should, they feel what, I think, they can listen to your call and vote for you. But I want to say thank you to him. Thank you for having me, my child.
Thank you, Masisi.
Thank you.
Okay, so we take two more calls and we call it a day from my end. Call us on 0777907907 or 880-907-907. Ask Honorable Father if he's elected or if he will be elected. What are some of the things he will do in the first 90 days for his district? These are sensitive questions that I expect people to ask this morning. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Pastor Emmanuel Donkey.
Go ahead, Pastor.
Okay, I'm calling from Capital Hill Project Bureau.
Go ahead.
Actually, Thomas Father has been doing extremely well, not only in the district that he runs or he has been, but all over the country. And I want to appeal to him and Pastor Duncan. Mr. Father, I have a son who is in 12th grade, and this year, actually, there is no aim for him to enter school. I want to appeal to you to
Okay.
He left
So,
the line.
one more call. Who will be that lucky person? Call us on 0770907907. We just have I think 8 more minutes to
6
go.
more minutes.
Okay, I wanted to say 9 more minutes, but 6 more
more
minutes to
minutes.
go. So, Samara, I don't think we have to take that last call.
So you can just interested.
Yeah, I
Right.
wanted to see if we have any trade issues on the Facebook. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
nothing much.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. So I just want to commend like everybody, the callers and the comments and everything. I think we elaborate on the great path. Let us continue. So my friend and brother, Bobby Allison, he spoke about my involvement with media
The
within my
community,
district.
yeah.
Yes. And Grace, you are right to say doing this station is part of our community. So I started with this station. She must say we've been working like way back, Leshkon Evans and Brush. So and I can assure you right now, you can call or even listen to it. It'll tell you I'm one of the people I'm media free because guess what? You guys are serving. Without you guys, our people cannot get the actual message. And that's why I always, take you guys to be very, very important. You guys to focus. And I recognize that. So Bobby, I'm telling you, I'm doing more over there, but I take your advice. I will continue to do more because the media way is where we propaganda our message and make sure our people follow us. And he spoke about over there, that's something he's serving over here as the chief scribe when it comes to the campaign there. And Bobby he over there called me over there to serve as the international chairman with all the diaspora in Columbus, Ohio, in the US. And I've been working a lot and I've been doing a lot of things, and my work speaks for me. But right now we're not kind of speaking more about that because I'm here right now to kind of speak my message and make sure my people of Digital 12 understands what I stand for, what some of the things I would do when I be a lawmaker, what some of the things I've been doing. So we'll talk that off air. But again, I want to say I'm very glad to be here. And one thing I want to make sure the resident of District number 12 understands that indeed this election is what will make the right choice. Vote for us, vote for Thomas Ojugufala, because I'm not going to do this on my own. It's an inclusive engagement. I want all residents to be part of it. I want to be for the voice of everybody. I want to make sure the youth, the women, I want to make sure relation tolerance, like the Muslim community, the Christian community, everybody from all faiths, all work together and stick on that one platform. Because guess what, Samara, today, tomorrow, if District number 12 has somebody in our interest, the district will be better and our country, Allah, will be better. And that's what I'm speaking for. So we are grassroots movement. We are not no citizen politicians who just come and just talk all the big talks. We'll tell you what we do. We'll go into this with our heart. We want to serve our people. We want to make sure we stay out of violence over and over. I emphasize on it. Election is just an event. And I'm glad to be here. And I look forward to coming back to this station because I think this station is our home. And we'll make sure we use the media platform to make sure we measure the resonator. So again, I want to say thank you to you, Luis. Although we're late, but I can assure you we'll be back in a very short time. And we look forward. It's a great show. Thank you to all the callers. Don't forget, make sure you vote for that lucky number, Thomas
What's the
Ojugofala,
number?
number 4. And people refer to me as the central rumor of digital number 12, the local boy.
Uh-huh.
So make sure to go for it. Let me this dream come to reality. Thank you very much for having me.
Okay, but Tuesday we'll be conducting opinion poll for district number 12. And I'm told that you will be following as well. So, Samara, over to you shortly.
I would like to say thanks to our viewers, our callers, people who commented on
By the way,
Facebook.
Ismail said, okay.
The main name, the name that you call, how you call it again? Something like Ramos,
Sexual rumors. That's the
give
name.
me the smile. So I would like to say thanks to you all for viewing and watching. Also, thanks to our producer, Patrick Sa. You did a great job here. And let's not forget to keep the peace of this country. Let's talk peace, eat peace, and work peace. My name is Amira Wolati. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7:30. Bye.
This is the program Good Morning Liberia. My name is Chris Williams Joshua. I'm always here Monday to Friday with my team to serve you breakfast. Until we meet again on Monday, we are driving down to Kakatan to officially dedicate our substation. Thank you for following. Thank you to our technical team. And thank you to our CEO for giving us the opportunity to serve. Once again, shalom. Peace from our end.